This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Kong Ancient Ruins style WB logo and Godzilla Underwater style Legendary logo.
She's waiting for me.
Love this rom-com opening with the Bobby Vinton needle drop, reintroducing us to Kong for his morning routine and a little cutesy nod to Godzilla being across the sea. Just waiting for his new bestie to leave Skull Island. And look at that beautiful beard, not to mention a monstrous titan getting all Vidal Sassoon up in this piece. The best thing these movies always do, some better than others, is give us a sense of scale from the human perspective. And a tight Truman Show reveal that answers all the "where was Kong for the last two Godzilla movies" questions pretty quick. What? The Springfield nuclear power plant sector?
There can't be two Alpha Titans.
He's gotten too big over time. This environment won't sustain much longer.
Ha! So that's how they explain his size, and also a reminder on why they have to fight. A quick recap of the other movies through credit footage that really sticks it to Ghidorah. I mean, it's also probably to catch up viewers who haven't seen the other movies, but also suck at Ghidorah.
Who knows what brave new future we'll dream of next?
Why would anybody trust Fidel Castro himself or Esteban Reyes for you weeds lovers?
A toaster, look at this thing.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Is it one or two? And you want to use the hand sanitizer that I made?
Some real self-confidence to know that your actual personality and interests are enough to scare a coworker off. Godzilla's backplates have never looked quite so dangerous, like knives, they'd think they'd cut you. Is there a word for when something is super cool and also the most super terrifying thing ever? Because whatever that word is, that's what this is. Still going with jets, huh? Some effort is better than no effort, I guess. And love that we jump right in with Godzilla as a villain, giving us another human point of view. It's smart contrast against Kong's super humanizing morning routine, especially when we don't know why Godzilla is doing what he's doing yet. Which is also funny to consider. Had Apex figured out a way to run Mechagodzilla without Ghidorah's skull, maybe Godzilla wouldn't have noticed right away. Ooh, you hear Godzilla's iconic roar so faint in the distance? No, Vasily, don't look directly at the reactor. If you didn't want to get burned alive, you shouldn't have been inside King's Landing, Pensacola. Look at the illuminated smoke coming out of his mouth.
Godzilla is a threat to humanity.
See, Madison knows that if anyone is to blame, it's most likely her mom, both because she's a teenager and also because her mom definitely almost wrecked the world in the last movie.
Welcome back, loyal listeners, to Titan Truth Podcast.
And I totally believe that no one would listen to Bernie because he sounds nuts, but that Madison would because she had a face-to-face with this sweetie.
Pensacola is the only coastal Apex hub with an advanced robotics lab.
I'm a little embarrassed to reveal that after avoiding the trailers, I did not catch the Mechagodzilla hints at first. You should probably stop watching the channel. But that's what I get for not rewatching my old videos.
Can I help you?
Please, Dr. Lin.
How are you gonna sneak up on Eric Northman?
You know what this is, right?
Hollow Earth.
No, that's a hollow-earthogram.
What really went wrong on your brother's mission?
A whole planet's worth of gravity reversed in a split second. They were crushed in an instant.
Solid character motivation, but a really awful way to die.
I love crazy ideas. They made me rich.
You sound like a CEO, an entrepreneur, if you will. Were you born in 1960?
A Titan could show you the way.
Yeah, but then you'd need dimensional keys and probably a whole thing with your mother. Final space is not easy to go. Oh, Hollow Earth. Right. Aw, look at that fluffy boy.
Smell him from up here.
Well, he can smell you too.
Kong appreciates that burn. You think you're so cool with your sunglasses at dusk. He is. Alexander Skarsgård is just a handsome man. Hundreds of millions of dollars in battleships and you couldn't make our guy a raincoat? You're lucky this moment humanizes him, you evil corporation.
Now, the gravitational inversion will be quite intense. On entry, it'll feel like bungee jumping with a cord tied to your lower intestine.
So death? It's like death? More killer sound design from this franchise, and it's an interesting choice to display it through Gia's point of view where it's just vibration she's feeling. It can be hard to have genuinely touching moments in explosive blockbusters like this, but this one gets me. Makes Kong even more sympathetic than he was before. The closest we ever got to this with Godzilla was Ken Watanabe saving G-Money's life with the nuke, and Godzilla kind of looked at him like, huh, cool. Kong shows actual emotion and affection, so I guess I'm saying Team Kong? I'm not sure I'm saying that. Probably because humans are the world. But also, anyone else feeling this score? Junkie XL.
No, my brother would never let you drive either.
Hunt for the Wilder People's Ricky Baker? Love this kid. Ryan Reynolds should really put him in something. Heyo, thanks for the intro to Makeup and Vanity Set as an excuse to remind us that 11 is in the movie with some synth-wavy music.
Because when I saw those kids, those detergent pods, I didn't know they were gonna eat them.
None of us did. It's been a weird several years.
Excuse me, what is tear?
Water. They put fluoride in it. Learned it from the Nazis.
Theory is a mixed docile.
A testament to the performance of Brian Tyree Henry that while we're constantly worried about these kids' safety in this film, it's never because of him. He's not a creep, just an absolute weirdo.
I drink tap water.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
That's Godzilla single malt whiskey.
But seriously, Kazunari Mori was the guy inside the Mechagodzilla suit in the 70s, so the hints were everywhere. Gross. But also look how happy he is. Because he's smart and snuggly. Team Kong.
When the storm took over the island, it wiped out the native people. But Kong saved her.
Because he's kind and snuggly. Team Kong. Gia and Kong are the only ones who ever know what's going on. Because he's strong and snuggly. Team Kong. Is Godzilla scarier underwater? I think Godzilla might be scarier underwater. Just takes it out with his spinal plates? I'm not even sure that was intentional. Okay, that seemed intentional. So there's no way to put their roars into Google Translate, but if I had to guess, Godzilla has quite the mouth. And Kong is a gentleman, as always. Junkie XL's thumping synthy score mixed with the sound design is killing it again. Selling my boy G-Man as the bad guy again here with helpless drowning Kong prey to his predator. So am I Team Godzilla? Pretty sure this is why I watch movies. Oh snap. Is that the first time Godzilla's been headbutted? Headboot? Is that, what's the grammar there? And I mean, if you aren't hyped now, why do you watch movies? You know, for the level of home field advantage here, Kong does a pretty great job of adapting. Ingenuity is what I'm saying. Whenever I forget Godzilla is more of a lizard than a dinosaur, he reminds me in ways that will give me nightmares later. I know, cue the comments for Emrex98. Hope you thank those jets for saving your almost atomized bacon. Oh, Kong throws a haymaker and Godzilla responds with an open hand slap. Take a seat, Team Godzilla. But the sick cinematography reinvigorated Kong. Ha! Even Kong knows the atomic breath charge up is bad news. Or good news if you like dope shots, like this one. I like this one. It's good news for me. Same. And I think we all knew Godzilla was gonna come out on top this time, but this moment really nails the point home. I try not to be the look cool explosion guy, but look, cool explosion. Kong's alive. Bit of a badass bad guy look here. I mean, dude is standing in the middle of the ocean.
How's Kong with heights?
He tends to get shot off tall buildings when he climbs them. So, fine, I guess?
All right, Mad Hatter. Down the rabbit hole.
Ah, Mad Hatter, Madison, I get it. Huh. Noted. What did I tell you, Sitnikov? Don't look at— oh, it's gone.
How deep does this thing go, Bernie?
Bernie cares not, and it's kind of the best. I know Ghidorah is an alien, so that's probably the Roswell connection, but I am so here for a Godzilla/Independence Day crossover.
They look like eggs.
Skull crawlers.
And everyone who'd seen Skull Island let out a collective shudder. Balloons were cool. Well, actually, it's a maximum cheese shot, but this steps it up in the most epic way. And you know how I feel about a good eye reflection shot.
We lost our entire fleet getting here. There's no way back for him.
That might be a decent enough reason to lie. I mean, you guys screwed him, so I guess if you have to lie now, what's the big deal? Don't lie, kids, and don't move Titans from their native lands. It's just like firewood. Aw, I think they recorded my dog for that sad sound. But at least she's honest with Gia, and Gia does her best to be straight with Kong. Going full on sci-fi now. I'll never not think spaceships look cool, and yes, I know they're not spaceships, just enjoy the moment, okay? And you can't argue with this man getting to do his thing. Some Titans were just born to swing.
We're about to be launched 1,000 miles in 2 seconds. It'll be the most amazing thing you've ever seen.
Optimism. Ah, just like in Star Trek the Motion Picture and 2001, they've gone to the early 2000s screensaver dimension. No, but for real, cutting out the sound in a picture gives us the feeling of their speed and disorientation. Yep, gotta say I was not expecting the Hollow Earth is Eden aesthetic, and it blew my mind. That's, this is such crap, I can't believe you a-holes tricked me into this. Face. Solid reflexes. Yes, this is where it's at. Gravity is all wonky, you can run on the ceiling. These things seem to have figured out how to, like, hover. Based on statistics I'm making up right now, there is definitely a crew member who had a legal edible earlier today, and he is losing his mind.
We're gonna circle back.
Jump scare! And goodness, that's horrifying. It's like a half dragon, half facehugger, half Quetzalcoatlus. That's right, it's so scary it contains 150%. What a friend, saving those humans who tricked him into this hellscape. Konged! Great creature design, because no thank you. Hey, returning the favor for that monkey who destroyed multiple battleships for seemingly no reason. Waste not, want not. Genuinely fun and icky world building. The shot, the soundtrack. I want to watch a 2-hour movie of just Kong kicking it in Hollow Earth to this music. Look at this smart boy testing things out and learning how he can get to the other side and then doesn't even think twice about hopping off. So majestic. Okay, Apex is terrible, but forget Mechagodzilla. This is the future, Elon. This is what the boring company should be doing. Guts on the floor, scratches on the wall. Quick way to learn you're in a bad place. You just leave this part out. Okay, Elon? And that clinches it. It's always a bad sign when a big door in the floor opens. It's never like a plate of cookies or job promotion or healthcare for all. If you knew, you're stoked. If you didn't know, you're like me and you're freaking out, man.
Godzilla.
No, that's Mechagodzilla.
See, kids, this is why you shouldn't get sucked into conspiracy theories. You lose your imagination, and obviously don't have time for anime. Kong struggled with these beasts, so Mechagodzilla holding it like a toddler is a good way to up the ante and let us know he ain't to be messed with. Laser illuminates the bones inside the flesh. Yet again, real epic metal album cover vibes. I like that where the two mountain peaks almost touch is the place you can flip your gravitational pull, obviously. But the rocks floating between the two make perfect sense since they get stuck there between the two gravity wells. Kong was doing the handprint thing all along. Although it's funny that as a human I assumed it was like touch activated, but these are giant apes, so this is just where you put your hands to push really hard. Add it to the list. Well, now he's just a little guy. Yep, this is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. Long live the king? At least down here where there aren't currently any lizards. Fun reveal and fun fact, that's a full-scale Ghidorah skull they built. Loving the neon glow of his atomic dorsal plates leading into the brightly colored Hong Kong playground. Look, I'm always all for good guy Godzilla, but it's sort of refreshing to see him just smash some crap with abandon because he's got bigger fish to fry. Monkey to submit. Even if we still need to see them fight on equal grounds, you know me, I love a solid hint that really they're ancient allies, not enemies. It's not just anyone I'd give up one of my spiky backplates so that they could turn it into a weapon. And man, there are a lot of different menacing weapons in the Godzilla Ouroboros. Freaking Boston Dynamics at it again. Also, so they're looking for a power source in the center of the Earth, but they already found Atlantis in the last movie.
Hold it.
Yeah, once you point a gun at a child, you're as good as dead. Got it, so pretty much everything in Hollow Earth is terrifying. Nightmares, pure elderly looking vulture nightmares. You might be thinking, how did he know to blast that exact spot? But it's the center of the planet, so down. And really it was super considerate of Godzilla to give Kong and the living humans a way out. Again, the potty mouth on this brute. This feels like a nod to classic 80s and 90s villain deaths. If you think about it too much, it's horrific, but in the moment, yay, she was terrible. So, you know, comeuppance. Now that's an entrance. And that's a monster movie angle. Ha, he's not T-Rex, you'll get those fingies singed. Badass bad guy. I mean, they're both technically bad guys at this point, right? The freaking light on Kong's face from Godzilla's atomic breath. Also, a Godzilla vs. Kong movie wouldn't be complete without a bone/tree in the mouth. Is that a look, there's a name for this, but we're keeping it PG, so let's say a smirk or a smug smile or a ship-eating grin? He does eat chips. Appropriate reaction. It's like a theme park ride that may end in your death. Resourcefulness. Yep.
Looks like round 2 goes to Kong.
Ding, ding.
There can only be one Alpha.
I wonder if that now debunked by its own author study will ever make its way out of the cultural zeitgeist. Like the 10% of our brains thing. There is no alpha wolf. And poor Godzilla just knows that billionaires building mechs is never a good thing, so he's actually looking out for humanity, and Kong is just a little too dumb to realize what's going on. Plus, he clearly buys into the whole alpha nonsense fallacy. Okay, maybe I spoke a little too soon on being too dumb. Was that a mouth Ippon Nagi? Not sure judo throws apply to Titans, but anyway, if you've watched this fight a few times, as much as I love Kong, I start to realize Godzilla was never going to lose, and it's almost like he's just swatting Kong away like a little brother while he's waiting for the real enemy. It isn't until Kong lands this blow with the axe that Godzilla gets pissed and goes into all fours feral mode and decides he needs to put Kong in his place. And he can pretty easily. Also brutal. It's honestly a little distressing to watch Kong get submitted like this. But that was deliberate. We've been making jokes, but they've been humanizing Kong all movie and making us sympathize with him. And I didn't even come in Team Kong. It sounds like, fine, you win. Maybe he doesn't bow to anyone, but he sure does lose consciousness.
It's not only Godzilla's equal, but his superior.
So in the end, perhaps it's the humans who are the real monsters? Wow. Pretty deep, right? Did I just blow your mind? What is this, philosophy wins? What up, I'm Lee, I'm 35 years old, and I read books. Gotta love a good old monologue cut short by Mechagodzilla taken over by Alien Titan bit.
It's unfair. I really wanted to hear the rest of that speech.
Same. Love the contrast of day and night between this fight and the last one. It makes the Godzilla vs. Kong fight feel epic and mysterious, and this one is just pure devastation. I'll say, warble and laugh. No big deal, just a bloodthirsty alien taking control of an unstoppable machine and then laughing at the destruction of the world. Another human POV reminder of how absolutely bananas this would be to behold. Ooh, nice special move. Wait, no, screw that guy. The 1, 2, 3 of this face smash. I know Mechagodzilla represents humanity's hubris and is possessed by an evil dragon alien, but after seeing Godzilla rub Kong's face in it, it's sort of a little bit of comeuppance. Ah, yes, technology versus nature. But if we're part of nature and we create technology, doesn't that make technology also nature? Whoa! Philosophy wins. Hi, my name is Lee. Kong's getting too old for this shit. Trying to use Godzilla's signature move on him? Uncalled for. Saving that guy who legit just kicked the snot out of you. Yeah, now we're talking. What? You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. Sweep the leg with a mythical axe.
Hey, what are you? That's your solution?
I mean, if you've ever spilled literally anything on a laptop, you know they're actually not lying here. Quick thinking. Yo, man, I thought we were working together here. Oh, I get it. And also, come on. Godzilla charging up King Kong's axe? Teamwork. Now I'm Team Godzilla Kong. Do it, King. Mess him up. This is the goriest samurai titan murder ever. Oil spraying everywhere. Guess it's only fair since Godzilla got to behead Ghidorah last time.
I'm taking a nap here. Good night.
Hugging.
I was wondering if I could invite you onto my podcast to talk about the modern facility.
Yeah, respect the hustle, Bernie. Gotta get that content out. I honestly can't believe Godzilla just keeps dropping F-bombs in this movie. No, actually what he's saying this time is, you idiot, that study was done on wolves in captivity. I don't want to be the alpha. And how about a win for Kong's facial animators? How do you express, I don't want to fight anymore, but I will if I have to. Please don't make me fight anymore. I swear I'll look up the new study. This is how. Still, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
This monkey killing Mechagodzilla, saving the world and starting a relationship.
Aw, because he's back in Hollow Earth, but also because she's there. It's probably not fair to give James Gunn this credit, but I'm gonna anyway. I love that James Gunn has influenced the movie zeitgeist to use classic rock jams over killer scenes like this. Speaking of which. CinemaWins! Ha! You can't even have a guy relocate his shoulder against a hard surface without acknowledging Riggs. Godzilla always gotta get that last word. Last curse word. I think I have the same issue that most people do with this movie, and it's that the human stuff felt pretty flat, just inconsequential to the point that I have to imagine there's a bunch of human drama on the cutting room floor, which rematch, right? If it's not working for you, cut back to the monster fight. I think there's more meat on the Kong-Gia storyline than the Mechagodzilla Madison one, but Millie Bobby Brown is still a joy to watch. And that's about it for complaints. I love the unique aesthetic to each fight. Hollow Earth is stunning, and there's something so just perfect about neon Hong Kong and the massive destruction that takes place there. I have to imagine it's hard to do a Mechagodzilla story with a straight face. I will say I've been asking for the Pacific Rim Godzilla crossover since 2015, and this was getting there? But it's a fun spin to bring Ghidorah back with its telepathic abilities to take over Mechagodzilla, and I'll never complain about a Kong-Godzilla team-up. I'm still all in for this universe. I'm ready for whatever they want to throw at us next. I don't really like ranking movies. 2014 Godzilla still holds a special place in my heart, but none of them have really let me down. Because of that, I'm still probably a Godzilla fanboy at heart, but Kong really moved the needle in this movie. And the good news is that they'll hopefully be teammates from here on out, even if Kong's ego is going to be a little bruised for a while. But you know what? I think Kong just needs to rethink what success means to him. It's not going to be beating Godzilla, so his best bet is to take advantage of today's sponsor, Skillshare, and take Emma Gannon's class, Discovering Success, to find his true purpose, passion, and path. Emma's class is perfect for monkey and human alike, anyone looking to start a side hustle or are ready to quit their 9-to-5 and create their own business. And she explains why the key is to not get stuck in how other people define success and really figure out what that word means to you. She has 4 steps for figuring it out and another 4 to make it happen. And if you don't know already, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes taught by experts like Emma. If you're more interested in graphic design or animation, marketing, or productivity, Skillshare has a class for you. There are never any ads. It's designed to help you learn, to inspire you whether you're a hobbyist or an expert. And today, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link at the top of the description will get a 1-month free trial of a premium membership so you can check out some classes. So click the link in the description. Skillshare is constantly adding new classes and topics. There's so much to explore, and it's always a titanic help to the channel.
You know, Stallion, it's too bad we gotta get old, huh?
Just keep punching him.
Want to ring the bell?
Ding, ding.